What is up, fellas? Look at this. Look at this camera. Take it all in. 60 FPS, 4K, maybe a little bit below 4K, but look at this. So I'm going to bring you guys some ball knowledge today, and if I look over to the right, it is because I have OBS and I want to make sure everything's running smoothly, especially with this new setup. Shout out TikTok Shop. Tap into the TikTok Shop account. Longo's finds for good deals. I actually provide like honest reviews. I'm trying to be real with you guys, but this whole lighting setup and new webcam I got from TikTok Shop, so super hyped about that. But let's tap into the video. So I'm gonna be doing a full dieting guide from Aldi. Personally, I've dieted. I did a 12-week cut, just purely all food from Aldi. So I'm gonna put you guys on game to the best types of foods, what to eat, my current structure of like meals, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. But I'm super excited to bring this to you guys. And all these foods that I have listed here, I made sure that they're only brands from Aldi and that you can find it at pretty much every one, because I know certain ones don't exactly have this same food, because I know the one at college has different ones and different food than the one at home sometimes, or different brands, but usually these are all pretty consistent throughout. And yes, we're on the walking pad. Let's do a little step check. It's currently 2:02 and I'm at 10,168 steps. I wonder what I'm gonna be at when I'm done with this video. But let's start off with breakfast. So personally, I had like a 300 calorie breakfast. I'm not dieting anymore, but it was just eggs, egg whites, and then like either 647 bread or a bagel. It was probably around like 300 to 500 calories, and it makes it really simple. But you could opt for sourdough, fruit, potatoes. I would recommend potatoes, especially if you don't train, or if you have a long break in between when you eat breakfast to your next meal, because if we look at the satiety index, potatoes are one of the most satiating carbs, if not the most satiating carbs. And all these are the brands, the golden eggs. You could get pasture raised golden egg whites. Friendly Farms Greek yogurt, it's like actually the best macros. It's better than the Kirkland one and better than like Bowl and Basket if you go to ShopRite. It's 90 calories instead of 100, so even less there. You're saving some calories. That was pretty much my breakfast. You could throw in some vegetables. They have the frozen packages that I usually got to satiate you even more. Throw in some fiber and it'll keep you full. So trust me on that. That is the method for staying full. Then lunch. Typically I like to go with a lean protein source. Now this could be ground chicken, ground turkey. They have 99.1 or Kirkwood chicken. And the Kirkwood could either be the bag or the actual like fresh produce chicken. The breasts are very similar macros. I think it's like 110 calories or 100 calories, 20 something grams of protein, maybe 19 grams of protein. Then carbs, again, you can either go with potatoes for potassium, sourdough, rice, just kind of what you want. Pretty simple here. Lunch, dinner, breakfast don't really matter, just kind of what works with you. And then fats, you could just go for like the avocado, cheese, whatever healthy fat sources. So that could be even like the grass-fed butter, olive oil, cheese, like I said. Whether if you want a little bit of protein, go for cheese, and then avocados. Then dinners, I usually opted for either salmon or beef, having those omega-3s a couple times a week, having the red meat a couple times a week, or you could go for a steak. I personally never got steak from Aldi, actually like a couple times, but they were usually higher in fat, so I didn't like use them that much, especially in the deficit. Then you can go for pasta. Again, that's a little bit higher calories. The potatoes are the method. Sweet potatoes are really good with ground beef, and then sugar-free syrup, and then cinnamon. I don't think Aldi has sugar-free syrup, so you're gonna have to opt for like the light syrup. It's very low calories still. Then fat, olive oil, the butter, avocados. Come on, it's just simple. I'm gonna skip bevs for now because then we're gonna go to it at the end. But pre and post workout, now this is getting more important here. So pre-workout, just use whatever protein, and you doesn't even have to be from Aldi. Or if you really don't have any other protein powder, you could go to one from Aldi, or you could just use the Friendly Farms Greek yogurt because it is non-fat. You don't really want that much fat pre-workout, but if you do need fat, use almond butter. That's what I found to be the best personally for myself in not cooking my digestion and slowing it down too much. And then carbs, rice cakes, I just tapped into them. They're super good. They have the caramel and lightly salted. Lightly salted is 40 calories, caramel is 50. This is just off the dome, I just know it. Fruit, they have some good honey there. Get the organic kind if you guys want to be tapped in. It's all good, fast digesting carbs right there. And then another free thing that's not on here is the gluten-free pancake mix. They don't have rice flour, so that actually works for cream of rice. It's so weird. It's something with like the gluten-free, I'm not sure, but that actually works. And then post-workout, what we're gonna have, just a protein, carb source, fats. You wanna have protein, carbs mainly, obviously before you lift, and then after you lift is also pretty important, but overall caloric intake when it comes to carbs is more important than trumps all of this. So if you're having like 0 carbs, you're going to be cooked, but having that pre-workout carb is very nice for not only your glycogen stores, but also feeling energized. And then post-workout, any protein you want, I've listed them on here. Ground beef, chicken, ground chicken. There's so much that you can do. And then jasmine rice, they have the packages there. You can get potatoes, oats, fruits, basic carb sources. You guys can just mix around. This is just a sample template. And then as you can see, I have the pictures on the right. Look at that side chest though. So we got the, I'll walk through the pictures on the right in a second. But yeah, that's pretty much post-workout and snacks. Greek yogurt, they have the Built Puff bars if you guys want those protein bars. I heard that they're not like the best for protein because the collagen intake in them, but whatever, they're still great. You're gonna hit your 0.73, depending on how aggressive your deficit is, very easily with this other thing. So if you want a Built protein bar, if it's in your caloric budget, go for it. And then carbs, rice cakes, popcorn very, very low. Fruit, be careful with dates. I put them on there. Dates are so good. Very high in fructose, and they are kind of calorically dense compared to other fruits, so don't eat like too many of them because you could easily pound like a pound of dates. Pound a pound. Anyways, fat, nuts, peanut, almond butter. Very simple. You're not going to be drinking olive oil, but if you want to snack on some nuts, peanut or almond butter, you can just take a scoop. But you could also get like the PB Fit or the Aldi peanut butter powder. That's also really good. Have that. And then bevs. Okay, this is the method. So they have coffee, obviously. Black coffee suppress your appetite. If you guys like that, go for it. But also they have Summit Cola. Now it's cheaper Coke, essentially. They have Coke there at most Aldis, but Summit Cola, 0 sugar, is the best because it's like $3 for a case of 12. And that'll suppress your appetite. You don't drink too many in one day because aspartame, gut issues, etc. But it'll suppress your appetite because it's just carbonated. Or you can get the Pure Aqua, I think it is. Bella V, it's like a seltzer, polar seltzer. Really good. Kirkland, like very similar to Pure Aqua's there. Aldi's Kirkland, essentially, if you're comparing it to Costco, but Bella V is really good. Also for suppressing your appetite, it just fills you up. So that's the method. This is also can apply to maintaining or maintaining if you're trying to be in a slight surplus. Just have more of these types of foods. This is not only for somebody trying to be in a deficit. And then as you can see, we'll walk through the images. That's the ground beef I get, the grass-fed, Simply Organic, or Simply Nature, whatever it is. The butter that I get, you can eat very healthy here at Aldi. Just because it's cheap does not mean it's bad. And then the rice cakes, obviously the Greek yogurt and the sourdough that I get, you can get everything, or you can get the plain. I believe the plain saves you like 10 calories, maybe 20. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed, and looking at this is like pretty much what I ate for the duration of 12 weeks. Obviously you can mix and match the meals, but this will get you through. It's just consistently staying good at sticking to your goals and adhering to them. Because again, consistently good beats sporadically great. So if you're sporadically great, meaning 1 week you just diet and you're on point, and then the next 2 weeks you're just chug maxing, you're not gonna be good, rather than someone who is staying consistent on their diet, maybe having one cheat meal instead of like a whole week cheating for the next for like a consistent period of time. Anyways, I don't know if that even made sense, but that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, tap into code Longo and EKKOVISION. We're getting more active in the Discord. Join that, it's in the description. And then LONGOLIFTS on Gympin. I recently just switched over my tracking app to Tracked. Tap into that, shameless plug. Don't even have an affiliate code, just telling you guys ball knowledge. Tap into Track, GG. Keenan's the GOAT. But yeah, again, EKKOVISION just dropped their new EKKOLITES, which is Shirley Temple. Kind of want to try it, but I haven't ordered them yet. And then Vantage Drop is coming out maybe when this video is live. So tap into that, but I'll see you guys in the next one.